What's up, guys? Welcome back into Vivid Lawn and Landscape. It's Andrew, and we're back here in the garage today. As you saw from that cut video, it's raining today, so we can't get out there in the yard. We can't do anything fun. Can't get working on the wall or working on the backyard expansion or any of those projects. But we got some packages behind me. I've got my pre-emergent that just showed up from the Lawn Care Nut. Awesome product, just amazing shipping. Guy got it out in like less than a couple hours. I put the order in. I went over to Twitter and I said how pumped I was that I just got my pre-emergent in, and within an hour I was back there posting again that the thing had shipped. I got an email from him actually, coincidentally, and he said, you know, don't expect the Amazon 2-day shipping on this stuff. It's gonna go out ground and it's heavy. I mean, I ordered over 100 pounds of pre-emergent, and it still got here in 2 days. I ordered it on Wednesday and it's Friday morning, and it's here. So awesome, thumbs up. Thanks to the Lawn Care Nut. Everything he does, everything you do, I've learned a lot from you. I just actually downloaded this morning as well my cool season guide update, so I'm pumped to kind of sit down and take a look at that and map out the strategy, and maybe, you know, we'll sit down here at the workbench and map that out over there sometime in the future. So for tonight, I'm gonna do another unboxing video. And I've got down here, I've got something for the Gravely. So I had talked about maybe getting a sulky and just didn't know, you know, if I should or not. You know, the guy that I bought the mower from said, you know, some of the belt drives, you know, aren't, it's not great with the belt drive, and that it may not be good for the transmission. But you know, whatever. I'm gonna give it a try. It's got a 15 horse Kawasaki on there. I'm only about 170 pounds. I got a 2-wheel sulky from, I believe, Bradley is the manufacturer. It was about 180 bucks, and yeah, we're gonna unbox that here in a few minutes and take a look at it, and we'll hopefully bolt it on to the Gravely. I won't be able to get outside today and kind of, you know, give it a go and see how it does pull me around, but we'll go from there, and we'll certainly get a video up and get a review on that as you know, weather permits. So without further ado, let's jump over to the unboxing. All right, guys, here we are. Kind of same perspective as last time. I threw the camera up on the workbench, and I've got the box down here on the floor. And we're just gonna give it a go, man. We're gonna open this thing up and see what we got. Little backstory on this. I did some research and you know, was looking around at a bunch of different sulkies, and I had come across, you know, Jungle Jim's sulkies and some of the other brands, and they seem to be about $300. I found this one actually. I texted my buddy and I said, hey, you know, I'm looking around for some different sulkies. I looked on Craigslist, and they were, I mean, people were still asking $200-300 for them, and they were used. So I said, hey, you know, have you had any exposure to this Bradley company? I believe it's Bradley. We'll find out when we open it up. I'm sure there's a manual in there. And he said, no, man, they're all pretty much the same. He didn't know. I think he said he had a Jungle Jim back in the day. So I ended up going with this. I found it on Walmart.com. It was 179 bucks, I think, and it was, or $170, 175. I think it was about 189 shipped, and it got here in a couple days. So I you know, happy with that. And it really didn't look that much different than some of the other sulkies that I looked at as far as construction and durability. And this one actually was a little bit more expensive than another version they had, but it locks up. So, you know, my buddy said that would be good, you know, if you're kind of going uphill or whatever and you got to hop off, you know, rather than trying to, you know, be to a side of the mower to kind of get up a big hill or something, you could just lock it in the up position and get it out of your way. I was originally going to cheap out, and I think it was about 150 bucks for the version where you just pull the pin and take the thing right off, thinking, well, if it was wet that day and I wasn't going to use it at all, I could just pull the pin. I'm not sure if that has this feature as well as the lockup feature, but we'll see how it goes. I do think now that I'm sitting here looking at the Gravely, and I'm looking at my transmission and my gear shift, the lockup feature is actually going to get in the way on this thing. So unless I'm going, you know, I'm running the mower and I'm just in, you know, whatever gear going up the hill, and I just jump off, lock it up, and then, you know, get going again. If I have to change gears while the thing's locked up, it's going to be a problem. So who knows? We'll see what this looks like, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So let's get it open, guys. Let's take a look. Like I said, I found this on Walmart.com. It had good reviews. I went and looked on other sites and on other websites, I guess, on some other forums and things like that. And it got, you know, pretty good reviews, and people said it got the job done. So I figured, why not? We'll give it a try. So packing looks good, shipping looks good. I mean, it's in there, it's solid. Nothing appears to be damaged so far. And yeah, so this is a BradleyMowers.com sulky. It's a 2-wheel sulky. I think this must be the bracket right here, the mounting hardware that attaches to the actual mower. And then I'm imagining this is the lockup. This is the, looks like the plate that gets attached to the mower, and the lockup mechanism right there. So and make sure you can see that. And right here is the sulky, the little platform. There's some more parts and pieces in here. And we'll get this out of the way. And that's it, guys. There's the sulky platform and wheels. And let's check out what we got in here. Open this up. Oh, no, so I was wrong. This is the platform here, I guess. Looks like that gets mounted to the mower, potentially. I don't know, we're gonna have to check out the instruction manual here on this stuff. Some pieces there. We'll see what this is. More parts and pieces and hardware here. Kind of get everything out and just lay it out here on the floor, and then we'll take a look at the instruction manual and see what we've got. So here we've got some plates, and I'm imagining some of these things are you know, used in certain situations and on certain mowers, and some are not used. And looks like some mounting plates there, some versatile mounting plates depending on what you're mounting it to and how you're mounting it. And this, like I said, must be the arm, and maybe this just attaches to one of these other pieces here that mounts to the mower. So let's take a look. Very well packaged. Nothing appears to be scratched or damaged or anything like that. So yeah, this is the lockup mechanism there. This must be the pivot that connects here with this pin and does the pivoting and spinning as the thing as you go in reverse and whatnot. So I'll grab the camera and we'll kind of zoom in and take a closer look at some of these parts and pieces. And then we'll probably fast forward to me setting it up and getting it bolted on to the mower, and we'll take another look at it then when it's all assembled. So here it is, guys. I got the pieces kind of laid out and organized. These plates here end up getting bolted to the mower. There's a spacer here, ends up getting bolted to the back of the mower there. Those spacers must make up the gap between this bracket here and that. That bracket there mounts vertically like this. And then that kind of slips right into those. Those pins lock into place. And this pin locks up here when it's in the upright position. And I think, guys, if you kind of look at the mower here, I think it'll actually kind of mount back on an angle. So I don't know if it's going to conflict with that gear shift or not. We're going to have to find out. I'm going to have to do a little bit of measuring and looking initially, because I may not keep this one. I may just go back to the single mount without the lockup if that's the case. And then this ends up mounting on here. You can see this kind of mounts in there with the pin, allows it to rotate, and this allows it to kind of spin around there as well. And that comes in and hooks into that pin. And that's it, guys. That's the double wheel sulky from Bradley Mowers. Everything is really heavy duty. Some great welds on there. It looks very substantial. It's a nice heavy duty coating on the paint as well. So I think it's gonna last and should be a good addition to the Gravely for the 2020 season here. The wheels are nice. They're good quality. They got good treads, and each of them has a little grease, port there for the bearings and everything to kind of keep that all greased up, just like the mower. So yeah, I'm gonna put this thing together and take some measurements and see if we can't get this onto the mower. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to drill some holes into this plate here. So I don't know if I have the drill bit. I'm gonna need to do that, or if I'm gonna have to maybe order something. I mean, as a lot of you guys know, we're on lockdown right now. I'm in the state of Maine, and there is a shelter-in-place order in effect. So I can't really be heading out to the store. So I may have to wait for a drill bit to drill into that if I don't have something. So we'll see. We'll keep pushing on, guys. So guys, I am gonna actually just cut this video short right here. Turns out I do have the drill bit that I needed to actually drill the holes into the Gravely to mount the brackets, but I need 4 more bolts. And so I think they just assume that your mower's already gonna have the holes, the 4 holes in it, and you're not gonna need the additional mounting brackets. In my case, I think the mounting brackets are actually gonna help add some clearance to the lockup, the latch and lock setup of this Sulky. So I'm gonna actually try and use those brackets. So I'm gonna need 4 more bolts. The video got long anyway, so I'm gonna cut it here so we can try and keep this stuff short. And I'll just go ahead and I'll throw up another video of the review and installation of the Bradley Mowers 2-wheel Sulky. So until then, guys, hope you like and subscribe, and we'll do our best to get some content up quick, and we'll try and keep the videos short. So come on back, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.